YouTube, what is good? In this video, I'm going to be talking about my content strategy that has made me over $120,000 with this one product right here, as you guys can see. Let me go ahead and do a quick refresh for the haters. But I essentially wanted to make this video for the people that are having trouble getting views when it comes to their organic stores, or even translating those views to sales, and how to actually have some strategy behind the content that you're posting on a daily basis. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be breaking down everything in like a 5th grade level. So if you're watching this right now, this is most likely you. You are a level 1 crook right now. You are still copying your competitors one for one. You're not coming up with your own concepts. There's really no strategy behind every single ad that you're posting. And there's really no intention to even go viral, right? Because I think that a lot of people are stuck in this analysis paralysis phase of just like, let me just play it safe. Let me go ahead and copy competitors and hope for the best. But I'm here to tell you, I'm sorry, that this typically just doesn't work. And there's really no longevity behind this. And now here you have your competitor. This is a guy that is coming up with his original concepts. He's actually analyzing content for what it is and learning about what made that particular viral video, convert to sales, or even what made that video go viral in the first place. And I truly believe that the people that make the majority of the money with organic dropshipping are in this category right here. And so if you actually watch this video throughout this, however long this video is, you're going to be learning these 3 main things. I'm going to be teaching you exactly how to strategically make better content that makes more money. Okay, I'm going to be going through live examples of good content and bad content, okay, and actually teach you what good content even looks like. And also I'm going to be teaching you how to increase your retention by 50%. If you don't know what retention is, it's basically how long you can keep a viewer watching your video. And so the higher the retention on a video, the more viral it will go, because again, the platforms want people to stay on the platform for as long as possible. So if the video is good and has good retention, you're going to go more viral. And so let's break down content first. All right, we're going to be talking about visuals and backgrounds. Okay, so typically when you're doing organic dropshipping, you want everything to look good and aesthetically pleasing. This is like the bare minimum that I tell everybody. Okay, and so the environment of your video should match your product. Don't be lazy with this, and you'll be separating yourself from 99% of people that only film in one spot. Okay, so if it's a beach product, go to the beach. If it's a gaming product, then do it inside of a house where you typically do gaming. And so we're in this era now where everyone is just either lazy or too shy to go outside of film, or even just change up their backgrounds to make it original. Because this is what I'm seeing a lot now. I'm seeing a lot of people that are copying these backgrounds, one for one. They're also buying these backdrops with these fake plants. And I'm here to tell you guys, like, this simply just doesn't work anymore. Okay, this worked back in 2024, maybe 2023 as well, where you could get away with stuff like this. But now people are noticing that these are drop shipping backgrounds. Like, normal people are noticing that these are drop shippers. And so I need you, if you're watching this video, I need you to stop this immediately. Get rid of this background bullshit. Okay, go film outside. Go film. Doesn't necessarily have to be outside, but make your background just a little bit different, man. Make it, connect with the product, right? And stop with this whole fake plant and backdrop situation, because it's just not going to work anymore, okay? And so we're stuck in this like phase here where like you're just copying everybody else. This is you right here. And I need you to start thinking a little bit differently. I need you to start thinking about this guy right here, your competition, the guy that's going against the grain, and that is, he's doing his own thing and actually not doing what everybody else is doing, okay? And so what we're going to be talking about now is good examples of content and bad examples of content. So we're going to take a look at this account here and just take a look and see. All right, so as you guys can see, there's no dropshipping backgrounds in this video, and awesome for this guy, because again, we're looking at a pocket rod, or it's like a fishing rod, but it's like more mobile. I guess it's a lot smaller, more portable. Sorry, that's what I meant. But again, for a product like this, the bare minimum is to be filming outside, and he successfully did this by going to a very aesthetic place. I don't know where this is. This guy looks like he's in Narnia right now, but you can see that the product is being shown in a very good light. You can see that the sun is actually shining on the product, and you can easily see that this is a fishing rod, okay? As you guys can see, he's casting right here, and boom, he's at a lake now. And so a couple of things that I want to talk about within the video that made this video, go viral in the first place, because as you guys can see right here, this video did about 1.1 million views. And basically, let's take a look. So first and foremost, this guy's filming outside. This is great because the product actually has to do with being outside. Then we're getting very clear visuals of the actual product. We're getting some progression here where he's actually building the product and showing you how to build it. And then lastly, he's showing you how to use it and using it in a good light. So again, this is a very good example of good content here because again, it doesn't look like your generic dropshipping content. So what made this video do good? So first and foremost, like I mentioned, the setting matched the product. There's good visuals all around. There's good pacing and progression. I'll talk about those two words later. He used zoom effects to focus on the product, and he used audio effects. So if you guys didn't notice right here in the beginning of the video, you hear a little pop, right? You hear one sound effect. You hear another one right there when he's doing the little screw. Then this one, that's 3. And then 4. These are all sound effects that you could use on CapCut. And again, this truly does make the difference because it shows that the product is actually like real. You know what I'm saying? Like it just accentuates the product a little bit more. And so again, these are really good sound effects to use for a product like this. Okay. Now let's take a look at a bad example of content. And I want you to take a look right here. All right, so as you guys can see, terrible piece of content. And you could clearly see this video just did terrible. 600 views, 8 likes. I was one of them, unfortunately. But I wanted to show you guys why this video did so bad. Okay, so first and foremost, the first second of the video, it looks like we're in like a pitch dark room. This guy decided to wake up in the middle of the night and say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and film for today. Another thing too is, you can't even see the product, bro. Like, how do you expect me to buy something online if I can't even see it, right? Also, the background has nothing to do with the product. This literally looks like a mattress. And overall, there's no pacing, there's no progression in the video. The effects look like they were done in the 80s. Like, this is a terrible effect, by the way. Never do this, ever, the slow-mo effect. And again, shows the product in a terrible light and terrible piece of content, okay? And so, as you guys can see, this is a really bad example of content. There's terrible lighting, there's no pacing, there's no progression, terrible use of effects, and overall just a bad quality video. And that's exactly why it did 600 views, right? But I want you to understand these two words that I've been mentioning, pacing and progression. So what do these actually mean? Because this is something that is extremely important to actually go viral and get those views to, purchase. So essentially what we're going to be looking at first is the word pacing, right? So pacing is how fast or slow the ad feels frame by frame, essentially. Okay, so when it comes to organic dropshipping and organic marketing in general, we're looking for speed, energy, and timing. So we're looking for fast-pacing videos with quick cuts and high energy, right? We're in a world now where dopamine is like the most valuable thing on the planet right now because everyone is looking for that dopamine spike. And so we have to make sure that we have high energy videos that produce dopamine and that people actually want to see. Because if you're making a slow paced video, right, you're taking your time with the shots. There's longer shots and there's more breathing room between each clip for people to leave the video. And so this is what we call drop off, right? So good pacing keeps viewers engaged and avoids that drop off. So I want you to think of this as a song because a good song typically has really good rhythm. The rhythm is what incentivizes the person to continue listening to that song and actually enjoy it for what it is. And so when you think of it this way, you start looking at your videos and like, all right, how can I produce rhythm? And so I'm going to show you a really good example of this brand right here with the same product that we just watched and how he incorporated rhythm within his video and also like a whole bunch of things that I'll talk about. But just take a look at this. This is a great example right here. And so you guys can see how different this ad looks. We're looking at the same product, same sound, same everything, but this guy just did a phenomenal job at using rhythm, okay? And so take a look. So take a look at the song, or I want you to hear the song, and then take a look at how he's essentially syncing up the cuts with the song here. Ready? cut, 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 cut. So we have 9 different shots of the product, but he makes it look in such a way that is just way more visually appealing because he's syncing it to the song, bro. It just makes you want to watch throughout the whole thing. And as you guys can see, this video did 2.6 million views, over 160,000 likes. But not only did he do a good job at the actual rhythm of the song, right, and the cuts and the editing, etc., but he actually shows the product in a good light, guys. Like, look how better this product looks. And it's the same product, bro. It's the same product, but look how aesthetic this looks, bro. Like, this makes you want to buy it. You can actually see the Lamborghini sign, you know, the BMW sign, the M sign right here. Like, the attention to detail really made the difference in this video. And also, I want you to take a look at just this. And this is actually a glitch, guys. And so typically, when it comes to your video hook, right, you want to essentially add anticipation within the video. And this actually has to do with progression, which I'll talk about later. But it takes him about 4 seconds to actually show the product. But you can see how he kind of teases it. So we start with like the initial unboxing, and then when he takes it out of the wrapper, it's still covered. So people are gonna be like, bro, like, I need to know what this even looks like, because if we follow the text hook, right, it talks about, what do you mean it has infinite aura? And then he goes, I mean, and then people are just gonna want to instinctually just stick through the reveal of the actual watch. So he says, I mean, it has, we're at 3 seconds, and then right at 4 is when he shows it. So again, this is going to help the retention a lot more, because it's kind of like you're teasing it a little bit, but you're not necessarily showing it right away. And so this is going to increase retention and overall just boost the engagement in the video, right? So this is a great example of using rhythm, pacing, and just essentially doing a phenomenal job with editing. So now we're going to talk about progression, right? I know I mentioned that a couple times now. So progression is a little bit different. So the progression of a video is like the storyline or the structure that unfolds, right? So typically when you're making an ad, you have to have some, you don't have to, but you want to have some sort of story or message that develops in the video. So typically you have a clear beginning, so a hook, the initial video hook, then you have the middle chunk of the video, and then you have the end. So when we break this down, the middle of the video typically has some sort of problem or a solution. And then the end, we usually end off with a call to action or some sort of payoff to that solution that we provide. And so this gives the viewer a reason to keep watching and actually builds curiosity to watch the entire video. And so if you're a little bit lost right now, I want you to take a look at this example right here, because this person did a phenomenal job with progression, and we're going to break it down real quick. So take a look right here and pay attention.
Which 2 sucks. That's what I normally hear people tell me. The problem with gaming consoles is that they're too expensive. After hearing this all my life, I finally created a console that allows gamers to play any game they want without spending thousands on video games. You can plug it into your PC or TV, and you'll see that it includes over 70 consoles and more than 100,000 pre-installed games. Actually, this console is perfect for all 90s gamers who want to relive their favorite childhood games. And the best part? You can buy 8 Cozy Glooms for the price of 1 Nintendo Switch 2.
All right, first and foremost, shout out to whoever this girl is, because you did a phenomenal job. And I want to explain exactly why. So obviously, as you guys can see, this is a gaming device that has been around for a long time, but she decided to target a specific niche of girl gamers. So as you guys can see, just by the background, this is very girl gamerly like, right? There's a lot of pink, you're seeing a lot of Nintendos, you're seeing a lot of Hello Kitty stuff, whatever the crap that shit is. And you know, it just looks like a girl's room. And obviously this is a girl that's filming this, as you guys can see by her nails. I doubt this is a dude. All right, so now we're gonna break down exactly how she used progression, because she did such a great job. So as you guys saw before where I mentioned progression, we have 3 key things. We have the beginning, the middle, and the end. So we're going to look at the initial video hook right here. So as you guys can see, she hooks us in by saying,
Nintendo Switch 2 sucks.
I'm sorry, but Nintendo Switch 2 sucks. And she's throwing it in the garbage as well as all the other games. And you're like, what the heck? Like, how does it suck? Why did you just do that? And so instinctually, you're going to want to keep on watching, right? So let's keep on looking.
But I normally hear people tell me, the problem with gaming consoles is that they're too expensive.
Boom. First problem right here. So we're in the middle of the video. She presents us with a problem. The video games are too expensive.
After hearing this all my life, I finally created a console that allows gamers to play any game they want without spending thousands on video games.
Boom. Now she presents us with a solution. She says,
too expensive. After hearing this all my life, I finally created
a console. So she puts herself in that power position of the creator. Okay, I created this
console that allows
gamers to play any game they want without spending thousands of dollars. So again, she presents us with the initial video hook, she presents us with the initial problem and that solution to that problem, but that's not enough. People are going to want to know why this solution is viable. So take a look at all the reasons that she mentions when explaining her product.
Spending thousands on video games. You can plug it into your PC or TV and you'll see that it includes over 70 consoles.
70 consoles. 100,000 games.
Actually, this console is perfect for all 90s gamers who want to
perfect for 90s gamers that want to relive their childhood memories. Bro, that's so that's golden, bro. Super niche down.
Relive their favorite childhood games. And the best part, you can buy 8 Cozy Glooms for the price of 1 Nintendo Switch 2.
And then boom, finally she hits us with that 5th reason, the value. You can buy 8 Cozy Glooms for the price of 1 Nintendo Switch 2. Boom, value. Right then and there. So again, if we break this video down for what it was, we see a clear beginning, a clear middle, right? And then that end, that CTA, call to action / payoff to the solution, right? So this is a perfect example of how this person used progression throughout the video. And guys, these are the videos that actually convert and make you money. I swear, because yes, this video did 600,000 views, but I bet this video converts a lot better than like a 5 million view video that has nothing to do with, you know, the problem and the solution to that problem, etc. You know, these are the types of videos that will make you a frick ton of money, okay? And so when you actually start using progression and pacing, that's when you start to see money in your bank. Because, bro, I'm telling you, bro, the moment you actually dissect content and know about these 2 things, this is what's going to make the difference. I shit you not. And so I want to show you how I personally use progression for one of my products, right? And so I pretty much did the same exact format that Cozy Gloom did for my product, and it went viral. So take a look at this.
So I ordered these 2 Deadpool masks off Amazon, and this is what I got. Off the bat, you can tell that both are pretty cheaply made.
Okay, boom. So first and foremost, we're not going to watch the whole video, but we're going to just dissect it real quick. So first and foremost, as you guys can see, I present the people with a visual hook, right? I found these 2 Deadpool masks on Amazon. They look super ugly, so it's going to entice the viewer to keep on watching because like there's no way this guy actually ordered this. So as you guys can see, I ordered the product and then I actually present the viewer with an actual problem, right? As you guys can see, these masks are cheaply made. So again, I just like stretch them out, terrible wrinkles, etc. And so I presented the initial video hook, I presented the initial problem, and now I'm going to present the initial solution. So as you guys can see, boom, I bought the one from Merkface, right? And so now, like I told you guys, this isn't going to be enough. Now we have to pretty much convince the viewer on why the one from Merkface is better. So now I'm going to be listing off the reasons. Packaging is better. The mask is more realistic.
The best part about it is that the eyes are controllable.
The eyes are controllable.
You can even make the eyes glow and go into battle mode.
The eyes glow.
Starbucks.
And then boom, the 5th one, the hammy right here is the value effect, right? Hard to believe that it's less than 10 coffees at Starbucks. So boom, I gave my 5 reasons, and then I went ahead and actually just completely tied the knot with the value effect of like, hey, this is a lot cheaper than 10 coffees at Starbucks. And again, I put myself in that position of owner here, okay? Like or not owner, but like actually showing the brand in a good light, right? Like I got one from Merkface. It was a lot better, and this is why. And so again, I utilized the same framework as Cozy Gloom for this product, and this video did great, right? Over 200,000 views, and it converted a lot better than all my other videos that were just more controversial, okay? And so again, this is the type of stuff that's really going to make that pivotal difference in your journey. And guys, I don't want you to be this guy, because when you make videos like this guy, and I'll show you, it makes you want to fall asleep. And this is essentially how, you know, you don't want to do it. And so let's go ahead and critique this guy and take a look. So again, another really bad example of content, right? A little bit better than the first one that we saw, but let me show you guys. So a couple of things. The first and foremost, these are sunglasses that, you know, have like these little tints that you can go ahead and change. And again, why are you filming this indoors? He's, again, sticking with that same generic dropshipping background, as you guys can see, with the fake plants and the candles and the backdrop. And I understand what this guy was trying to do when it came to actually dimming the sunglasses to show that, hey, like it actually works with the candle. But these are sunglasses. You want to film this outside, bro. Why are you inside when it comes to a product like this? Like, this is the exact price that you want to showcase outside. And so again, shows that this guy was a little bit too scared to go outside. And now I want you to see what happens next. So this guy finally had the courage to go outside, and then look, bro, he hits a video with 31 million views, and because he went outside. Like, look at this. He's showing the sunglasses outside, and look how much better it did, bro. Sure, it's another variant of the glasses, but it's the same thing, bro. Like, it's actually crazy how a small change like that can essentially make, you know, a video go from nothing to something. Like, we're looking at 2.3 million likes, bro. Like, insane. Absolutely insane. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because this is really going to change a lot of your style of content and overall your trajectory of like your organic dropshipping journey. Because when you actually start looking at content and breaking it down at this level, then you can be a lot more intentional with it and truly make a lot of money. And this took me a while to learn. I'll be completely honest. I was just like you. I was copying my competitors one for one and really not having any sort of strategy with my content. And so I hope this helped. If you know anybody that needs help with content, show them this video, because it could really just change their life. And I hope you guys found some sort of value. And so if you did, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 3K followers or subscribers. Also, if you guys do want to work with me one-on-one and learn more about this tactical information, how to actually implement it with your stores, or even if you're a beginner when it comes to organic dropshipping and want to learn the business model from someone that's actually doing it, in the description below, you'll be able to go ahead and apply and see if you're a right fit. So if you guys do have a little bit of capital set aside and want to learn from me personally, I don't have any coaches in the program, then book a call. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.